In this video, I'll show you what you can do in under 2 minutes to improve your photograph. First, make sure that your horizon is straight. So this is the first step that you need to do. Make sure that the photograph is actually in a perfect composition. Now, notice that it's underexposed by 2 stops. So here I'm adding some fill light. But notice that you lose a lot of contrast by doing that. So the next thing that I would do is make sure that I've got my highlights set correctly, making sure as well not to blow up the highlights and then at the same time darkening the shadows. Now that improves the contrast a lot. Next thing I would like to do here is to improve the sky. I like it to be more dramatic. So I'm adding a software GND filter with a minus 0.5 stop. So it's half a stop of GND filter added in there, and that improves the photo a lot. Okay. Now, notice that it's a bit dark. So I would like to improve the brightness. So I'll pull the brightness slider to the right, but at the same time pull the contrast slider to the right, because every time you make adjustments to brightness and shadows, take note that you may lose contrast in there. Once you're satisfied with the contrast, you can now start adjusting the saturation. So just a bit of saturation adjustment. In my case, it's a +7, then a bit of vibrance in there as well. And at this point, I got my color set correctly. I'm satisfied with that. Then a bit of sharpening here and there. So again, before you make changes to the color, make sure that you're already satisfied with the contrast, because contrast adjustment by itself actually affects your color. So at this point, it's almost a finished photograph, but I like my sky to be a bit more dramatic. So instead of a minus 0.5 stop GND filter, I now lowered it to -1. So it's a full stop of GND filter, and basically that's it. I'll show you now the difference between the original photo and this edited photograph. So here's a before and after. It's a dramatic improvement in a seemingly hopeless photograph. So that's what you can do in under 2 minutes.